Imagine one evening your husband walked out and came back as someone else, a totally different person with the same face. Then he starts screaming that someone is after your baby. This is not fiction. This happened. Stay with me till the end of this video because what I'm about to share with you today might totally change the way you see the world around you. This story is from my sister's friend Emily, and I will be narrating it on her behalf. So she stated, "My name is Emily, and this is the horrifying experience that haunted my family for 3 nights straight. It happened back in 2018, just a year after I got married. Our daughter was only 6 months old at that time, and we were living in a quiet neighborhood in the Midwest. My husband's health had been declining fast. He lost nearly 50 pounds in just a few weeks, going from 145 pounds to barely 90 pounds. We ran every test imaginable, but the doctors found nothing. Everything looked normal, but he wasn't. He was fading, mentally, physically. It was like watching him slip away. One evening, around 5 p.m., he told me a friend had called him and he was stepping out. Before he left, I noticed something strange. He put on his favorite fragrance, even though he was dressed casually. I brushed it off, but when he came back around 8 p.m., he wasn't the same man. His eyes looked lost, like he was seeing something none of us could. He mumbled strange things, then suddenly walked out to the backyard and started throwing up violently. Behind our house was a field, and he kept walking toward it as if pulled by something. I rushed out and helped him back in, but when he saw our baby daughter sleeping in her crib, he froze and started screaming, "Let her go! Don't take her away!" I was stunned. His panic was real and terrifying. My mother-in-law came running. I handed her the baby, and she took her into the next room. I thought maybe he had a fever messing with his brain, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened next. Suddenly, he bolted towards the upstairs terrace. It was open, no railing, just a drop. He screamed, "My baby, my Katie," and ran like was being chased. I was too weak to stop him, so I threw myself at his legs and held on with everything I had. I screamed for help. My family rushed in. They tried to calm him down, but he was out of control. We had no choice but to tie him to the bed. It was a heavy wooden bed, normally needed 4 people to move, but he flung it aside like it weighed nothing. My brother showed up, thinking maybe my husband was drugged. He tried giving him food, water, anything, but nothing worked. We called every one of his friends. Not a single one admitted to seeing him that day. That's when we called a pastor from the nearest church, someone known to help in extreme, unexplainable cases. He began reciting holy verses and sprinkled what he called blessed water on my husband. Suddenly, my husband let out a scream that shook the room. Pastor asked, "Who are you? What's your name?" What happened next still gives me chills. My husband responded with different voices, different names. It wasn't just one entity. It was like a group speaking through him. It took 6 full-grown men to hold him down. Over the next 2 days, things got worse. Every night at midnight, he would sit on the floor, rocking back and forth, eyes blank. He would whisper to me, "She's scaring me. She's in the corner." but no one was there. My own family backed off, telling me to leave him alone, but I couldn't. I wouldn't. I stayed by his side, whispering prayers, hoping something, anything would pull him out. Eventually, another expert priest came in and said something had been sent to him, something dark and supernatural, through an object, likely his clothes. He gave us protective amulets and told us to light candles at night to expose the energy behind it. We did exactly what the priest said, and thankfully, things started to get better, slowly but steadily. Later, when my husband got better, he couldn't remember anything except this. He told us he saw a woman dressed in yellow, with skin like ash and burning eyes. She told him to jump off the terrace, told him if he didn't, she would hurt our daughter. But by the grace of something greater than all of us, he recovered, slowly, fully. Today our daughter is 8. We have a son too, and we are okay. But I'll never forget those 3 nights. If you're going through something you can't explain, don't ignore it. Don't go down the dark path. Reach for the light. You're stronger than you think when you're together.